Okay, this video is an explanation of the Human Development Index. And we're going to pay attention to the areas that are highlighted here. And I'll just read this paragraph to explain what's involved in measuring the Human Development Index. So the general means of measuring well-being in the past has been to use the GNI or the GDP of a country, the gross domestic product of a country. But there are all sorts of flaws with using just that measurement. And so the Human Development Index was developed to, I guess, get a better measurement or a more accurate measurement of how well a country is going. And it's made up of three key themes. The first one is life expectancy. That is how long people will likely live for in a particular country. The second point is an educational dimension, whereby we are measuring the mean years of schooling for adults, so the average number of years spent at school for people aged 25 years and more, and also the expected years of schooling for children of school entering age. So we're looking at the level of education, the amount of education students get when they're at school. And so this is the key part of the Human Development Index. The third part is the gross national income per capita. Per capita means essentially per person. So we basically take the national income for an entire country and we divide it by the population of that country. We come up with the GNI per capita. So they're the three parts that are put together. Now I'll just read this part out below and explain what this means. The HDI, or the Human Development Index, uses the logarithm of income to reflect the diminishing importance of income with increasing GNI. What this means is that for wealthier countries who earn a lot of money, with the more money that they earn, the less important that is to measuring well-being. And so that point is less important, so they reduce the impact of that on the Human Development Index. The scores for the three HDI dimensions, indices, are then aggregated. Basically, that means they're put together to form a composite index, and the index goes from 0 to 1. Human Development Indexes near 0 get very low rankings, and so these are poor countries with not very good Human Development Index, and any numbers that are up near 1 are very good numbers to be receiving and show really good human well-being in countries. So the three areas that are written down here that make up the Human Development Index, we have living a long and healthy life. Okay, so that's your life expectancy. Knowledge, so how smart the group of people are in the country, and of course a decent standard of living, as measured by some form of money or wealth. So here it is, life expectancy at birth. Leads to what's called the Life Expectancy Index, and that contributes to the Human Development Index. For knowledge, it's years of schooling, expected years of schooling. So that's the expectation of what would be normal in that country. The average number of years that people spend at school gives you an education index, and then GNI gives you the economic standard of living. But of course, we just learned that the higher the economic standard of living, the less importance it has in forming the Human Development Index, as it is made up of 1, 2, and 3, or at least in part 3. So that's the Human Development Index. It's a really good indicator because it combines a number of separate indicators and gives a far more accurate picture of how well people are going in that particular country. So that is the Human Development Index.